All right, we are live, and we're going to. So, what we're going to do now, um, we're going to test some of the chat function tests. Can I see chat? Yeah, I can see TikTok chat. No problem. Now see Kick chat. Let's check and see if I can see Kick chat. Kick. Yeah, Kick chat. TikTok chat comes up there. Let's try the old YouTube chat. Let's check and see if I can see Kick chat. Kick. Yeah, Kick chat. TikTok chat comes up there. Let's try the old YouTube chat. YouTube chat's not showing. See if I can see Kick chat. Kick. Not coming up here. So let me see. Yeah, Kick chat. TikTok chat comes up there. Let's try the old YouTube chat. Okay, I got it to come up now. YouTube chat's not showing. See if I can see Kick chat. Kick. Yeah, we got that one. Not coming up here. So let me see. Yeah, Kick chat. We got this one. TikTok chat comes up there. All right. So what we're doing here tonight? I got it. Today I decided to install YouTube, MS DOS, and get DOS shell running, and a whole pile of stuff in a virtual machine. Just for a laugh. I grew up with this. See, I've been on computers since I was about 3-4 years old, and I grew up. My very first experience with a computer was MS DOS shell and DOS prompt. I remember installing DOS shell and getting a mouse for the first time, making that work. That was pretty good. So yeah, so what we're going to do here tonight, we've installed a couple of games. We've set up MS-DOS shell, and we're going to play some of our old favorites and see how it goes. I'm going to try to pay attention to chat if anybody wants to talk about their favorite DOS games, if anybody remembers it, if anybody's old enough to remember it. I'm old as shit. So we've got a couple of good games here. I think what I'm going to do is play a bit of Space Quest. I know there's somebody that wanted me to see. Lilu, are you watching? Let's see. Now, yeah, we're going to play a bit of Space Quest to get started. Oh, man. This is fantastic. I haven't played this game in forever. I love these old text-based games, so his name's Roger Wilco, so we're going to go with that. First name, Roger. First thing we're going to do is turn the speed on fast. We're going to skip ahead. You're supposed to come back to this spot here after, but we know the password already, or what we're looking for. It's a cartridge, so... So I'm just going to grab it now, because if we don't, there's a possibility that the security guards are going to get us, because it takes too much time when you come back here if you're not fast enough. So I gotta... Oh, take the cartridge. Yeah, the music, I know, right? So we've got the cartridge. Usually we're supposed to walk back there and watch an old guy die, and he tells us the name of the cartridge after we ask him a couple of questions. Search body. Take key card. Take card. Alright, so we got the key card from this guy. We have to run down here. And we've got to do this fairly quick. Because if we don't, like I said, there's some security guards that'll catch up to us. And they're going to kill us. So you got to know kind of where you're going. But we saved a ton of time by not going through the cutscene of the old man dying on the floor. Because we knew the name Astral Bodies was the name of the cartridge. So once we get out of the spaceship, we need to open the airlock. But once we get downstairs, after we use the keycard, if we can. Yes. So we're safe now. See how it said on the bottom just before we came down here, it said use your keycard, or you hear footsteps. And that's the security guards I was talking about. So we're going to press left button. Oops. I'm going to take the gadget. Press right. And take the suit. I think it's airlock. There we go. I'm gonna see how far I go before I get stuck. Because I used to know how to finish this game, and we're gonna see if that's still the case. So here we are. We're trying to make it out of our ship. Looks like we're gonna make it. I want to get in the ship. Now, this is funny because you can die a whole pile of ways if you don't do everything you need to do with this. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on seatbelts, because if you don't, you're gonna get killed. And then the second thing I'm going to do is close the door. You got to remember to do those two things or you'll die. Now I'm going to press the power button. Press auto nav. Pull the throttle. There we go. We've made it off the spaceship. The escape pod moves away slowly. Blah, blah, blah. Congratulations, you have narrowly escaped an explosive death. Don't start patting yourself on the back just yet, though. You are now traveling aimlessly through the cosmos. Now, to skip this, I'm going to put it on fastest speed, because it takes a while. Monitors. The monitor flashes. You study it to see what new information is being displayed. Oh, the planet Corona. The autonav system is locked onto the small planet of Corona, and the pod has begun its approach. Nothing to do now but hang on. Smash! After a skull-jarring landing, you peer through the shattered viewing port out onto the desert landscape. A feeling of utter desolation settles into you. You're in a fine mess now, Roger. Now, we're going to put it back on. Let's put it on normal for now. We need to take off our seatbelt. First aid kit? Oh. Check. Ship. Look ship. Take your kit. Knife and a can of dehydrated water. Alright, so now we can leave ship. And we're going to turn the speed on to fast again. Put it on fastest. Now, old school mistake with these games, you can't forget to save. Okay, we're going to save it under this one. Nice. So, what I want to do first is I want to kill the android that's coming, because if you don't, you're just running from him this whole time. Now, I think I can do it. I need to do it now, and I can only cross this thing one more time. because that snaps. You can only go over that 3 or 4 times before you're done. Now, what I'm doing, I'm just waiting. It's a time-based event for when this this robot comes down to try and search for me and kill me. So I'm just gonna stand behind this rock and I'm gonna wait. Oh, there you are. Now, if you see, there's a piece of grass there that kind of looks like a bird. So we've got to wait until he hits around the line that's just underneath that piece of grass before we hit push rock. Like right here. Bang. Awesome. So that's the first step to this part of the game is killing that thing. Now we don't have to worry about him while we roam around and try to figure things out. Now it's after this that I don't really remember what to do. So we're going to, I think I have to go to a cave. There's a cave right there. I'm not sure if I have to go to that cave or if I keep walking this way. So let's find out. Oh, not that way. No, I do. I know I have to travel up there. But I don't. I'm not exactly sure what I do next. Oh, I forgot to get the glass. Uh-oh. I need to go get the glass from my ship. Or I'm in big trouble. There's a piece of glass here. I'll have to use that later. Okay. They want me to get a drink of water. I think I may have got myself into a bit of trouble. How do I look at my inventory? Dehydrated water. I need to hydrate that water. Fairly certain I forgot something, but we'll see what happens. Need to take that rock, that's for sure. Oh yeah, this thing. Rock. Rock in hole. Use. Will I use it in here? Look, room. Slightly smaller chamber in the underground complex. There's a path above which is not accessible, and there's a pool on the right side. Hmm. Hmm. Locate. Dehydrated water. Hmm. I'm not sure if I fucked myself over or not. We'll we'll find out. I'm trying not to do this without a walkthrough of any type. Massive holographic image appears before you. You sense that you are the only life form in the area. Zicho Lucifer. Oh yeah, I think I'm supposed to turn on gadget, put on gadget, turn on. Oh, damn it. Okay, alright, wear it. No. Okay, I think I've got to go back down. This is ridiculous. I love that I'm playing Space Quest right now. That's amazing. Yeah, the gadget is the translator. I was supposed to turn on the gadget before I went in to talk to that alien. Yeah, this game is definitely not as intense as like Call of Duty, Round 40 zombies. You know? Chrome. Alright, I think we did what we need to do for that alien guy. Dead. I forgot those things killed me. Oh my. So I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna check out another one for. I can restore my game right there. It's fine. I saved right before we went into the cave, so we should be okay. But for now, I'm gonna take this and see what else we got. Commander Keen is also a very good game. And Jones. I do love Jones, I gotta say. Leisure Suit Larry 3 is a little adult content. So there's some boobs and penises. I did mark all of my feeds for adult content on this one. I'm not sure if Leisure Suit Larry is going to be too vulgar to get anywhere. But let's take a crack at Commander Keen. Okay, so I think F3 helps me do this. So I already got that switch. So I think, what do I want to use for this? I think I want to do button 8. Button 8 is A. Button 9 is D. I think that'll... Commander Keen, no way. Oh my god. I'm so happy. This is amazing. Something to do with these books, and I remember that. I gotta like collect the books in the levels or something. Need to get that card. there. Oh, come on, man. All right. Gotta check and see. Oh, it's just these up here. Alright, I think there's something to do with the books, so we gotta collect the books in each level. Yes, pizza. I know. There's also Pepsi in this, so I wonder how, like, their sponsorship. I wonder what happened there. Like, what was that all about? Who sponsored them? Alright. Can I leave? I can't. I should have got the pogo stick first. I could have got a pogo stick before we came into this. And there's a door down here. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's do this. The hard way, I guess. I have a few Pepsis to give me some energy. Oh, why are you out? He's not supposed to be out of there yet. Oh. Well, at least now I can go get my pogo stick. He wasn't supposed to be out of that door yet. That's bullshit. This is amazing. I'm so happy right now. I get that with this? Oh. Okay. Alright, that's the yellow key card, and I get the red key card down where I was earlier. He's supposed to be locked in that room. That's bullshit. He's just going through the door. Good programming there, guys. Although this was good programming back in the day, you know? That's the thing. This was amazing when it came out. It still kind of is, when you think about it. If you think about it on a technical perspective. Nope. Nope, don't have any, Oh, can't jump on him either. Ha! Alright, we're doing this. No, we're not. Let's try a different level. I think I remember this level for some reason. What are you saying, Lulu? Oh, the fun. Yeah. Oh, I'm really enjoying this, as you can tell. You can probably tell. I'm really enjoying this. And I remember playing these games when they came out. That's how old I am. And how long I've been on these, you know, in IT. Since I was 3, 4 years old, man. Playing these when I was like 7. Around there. I can still remember a little bit. Just a little bit. Can't quite remember everything about them, but the fact that I remember some things is amazing in itself. Alright. See if we can take out this blue asshole. Nope. That didn't work. Wow. Oh, I forgot about having to redo fucking whole levels all over again. I forgot all about that. Oh, that's bullshit. It was bullshit back then, and it's still bullshit now. I'm gonna save all my gun charges for that blue guy. There we go. Oops. Yay, we did it. Cool. It's too bad that you cannot read the standard galactic alphabet, human. So many games I want to test now. So many games I want to try and play. Rise of the Triad is one of the best first-person shooters that nobody's heard about. And that's an old DOS FPS game. I think I just... Oh, I got a key left. That's good. I may just install Rise of the Triad. to see what that's like. I already installed Spear of Destiny, which is like Wolfenstein 2, basically, and it works. It's good. It's as good as it was back then. There's one more game called Jetpack that I want to get. And, well, and Scorched Earth, actually. Fuck. Yeah, I got first place. Nice. Yes, we want to quit. It's really interesting, so I'm actually gonna install a game live. Why not? Fuck it. So first thing I've got to do is create a virtual floppy disk with the files on it. And I have all the files, so I'm gonna do that right now. Let's see, we have our OTT. I go here. And we got our OTT plus expansion. Okay, how many discs am I gonna need? Ooh, I don't think I can. I don't think I can install Rise of the Triad because of this thing. It's 13.9 megabytes. My limitation is 2.88. How would I get that into this PC? That's a good question. Maybe I won't be able to play Rise of the Triad. I won't be able to play it right now, but that's fine. What about Hexen? No, Hexen is also very large. I think they're meant for Windows 3.1, but that doesn't matter. We can get them on this machine. I just gotta, there's some screwing around for me to do it. Nightmare on Elm Street. What? Oh, we're playing that. Oh, we're definitely playing that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The EXE is called Dream.exe. That's classic. Oh, that's amazing. We're gonna do Elm. Flip save. Save that there. And then take this back. Settings. I want to put Elm Street on drive A. Now that Elm Street is on drive A, let me just check. Yep, that's it right there. So now I've got to go to command prompt and I've got to copy it all. But first I need to make a directory for it to go into. So we go back to our games directory. We're going to make a directory, MD, and we're going to call it Elm. So now we're going to copy everything that's in the root of A. Oops. Everything that's in the root of A to C:/games/Elm. There we go. And now we're going to exit. We're going to go back to our C drive. Expand that by holding Shift and pressing the plus key. And there's our Elm Street. Let's see if that works. This is the same as the Nintendo game. I'm going to enjoy it. I have no idea what to expect right now. I don't remember this. I probably have played it, but I don't recall what this is. So, yes. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta put this in full screen. Oh. Oh my god, this is amazing. Okay, let's begin a new game. Okay, Joey's mine now. Better hurry before you don't have any of your friends left. Now entering Springwood. What is this? Can I go in the houses? What do I do? Find Freddy's house before he finds you. Oh, well, there he is. I'm in trouble. It's a maze game. Okay. I've never played this before in my life. That's amazing. So this is Nightmare on Elm Street. Probably the first Nightmare on Elm Street game to ever exist. I would assume. How do I know which one's Freddy's house? That's a real concern. What does Freddy's house look like? I'm assuming I kind of know what the movie house looks like. Where's Freddy's house now? How do I pass this game? It said find Freddy's house before Freddy finds you. But how do I know which one is Freddy's house? I see the blue ones. I see the red ones. I don't see anything that looks any different. There's a diner. And there's all this stuff here, but none of it's useful. Are there any instructions? No? Can't I even quit? Huh. Well, I can use my mouse. That's neat. Yeah, I'll just lock myself in a corner here. It's a brown house with blinking lights and gnarly trees, apparently. Okay, okay, let's try that again. Let's find at least one. Alright. Brown house with gnarly trees. That's not it. The first level, well, I guess I was thinking they're going to be randomly generated. But no. No, there's no RNG with this. Everything's going to be very static. Okay, it changes. Okay, so the map doesn't seem to change, but the house where Freddy is does. Or Freddy's house does change. But then when I do find Freddy's house, how the fuck do I activate it? Or like, I don't even know what the buttons are. I wonder if there's a help file or an info file. Cause I saw a house with trees down here. There's all the trees. Like there's a bunch of trees. Flashing lights. I don't see any flashing lights. Well, I gotta say, this game kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. It's not very stressful. That's good. But it gives little to no instruction. And I think there's the only buttons are your arrows. And I'm a huge fan of Nightmare on Elm Street too, so if this was any bit decent, I'd enjoy it. I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10, because it's not bad. It's kind of fun. I just don't have the time for this. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, there we go. What else do we got here? We got a whole bunch of stuff. All the Commander Keen games. Got Big Red Racing. It's gonna be on so many. It's gonna need to be on so many discs. I wonder if I can copy all of that. I don't think I can. No, it's too big. That sucks. So we're gonna do that again. What are we gonna play here? We could play Leisure Suit Larry. That's gonna be a bit of sexual in nature. And I remember like the first few parts of it. Let's give it a shot. Welcome to Leisure Suit Larry 3, Passionate Patty in pursuit of the pulsating pectorials. Warning, this game contains some material which may be deemed offensive by some players. If you are offended by adult situations, vulgar language, ethnic humor, sexual innuendo, or pixelated nudity, you'll be happier playing another game. Go ahead. Try to offend me. Oh, I'm over 25. To prove you are at least 25 years old, just answer these 5 simple questions. Lizzie Borden gave her mother a poem lovely as a tree, a cherry that had no stone, gray hair, or 40 wax. Well, it's 40 wax. The 5 Marx brothers were Groucho, Harpo, Chico, Bobo, and how the fuck you gotta be over 50 to know this? I'm gonna say Zeppo and Gummo? Ha! Pesticide is a legal term for the murder of a younger sibling. A slang term for the harassing of nerds. A bug killer. And taking sides with obnoxious people. Well, it's a bug killer. An oil glut is the latest tanker spill, how doctors describe cholesterol in arteries, a typical fast food meal, or an overabundance of the commodity in the world markets. I have no idea. A philanthropist is humanitarian. I got 4 out of 5. So there's going to be partial nudity. With 4 out of 5, you get partial nudity. With 5 out of 5, you get some pretty interesting stuff. But either way, 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5, first thing we get to do in this video game is see some titties. So, when I was 6 or 7 or whenever this came out, my dad had a copy of it. I don't know how or where it came from, but it got to my house. Anyway, this was my very first introduction, I think, to seeing a woman's breasts. So, I hope you enjoy. It's kind of creepy. I am being a peeping Tom in this game right now. It's actually super creepy. But this is the way it was in the 80s. It was super creepy. Super creepy in the 80s. A lot of pervs. Probably all the cocaine. I got 2 points. I'm gonna read the plaque too. Might as well. There's a plaque here for me, because I'm a pimpin'. On this site, the great hero of our people, Larry Laffer, single-handedly saved our island from our mortal enemy, the evil Dr. Hunuki. Does he turn into a serial killer? No, he doesn't. It's a pretty good story. You know, he's about to lose his, or get kicked out of his house, or his girlfriend's gonna dump him, or something. And then he goes around this island flirting with people. Oh, Kalala, baby. You shout. Your lover boy Larry is here. Oh no, you're not, cries a voice from over the fence. You don't live here anymore. I found a new lover and be filed for divorce. By island law, all I need to do is walk 3 times in a circle around our bed, and I've done that many times over the past few years. You were stunned. You had no idea anything was wrong. What do you mean? Divorce? Walk 3 times? Oh, Kalala, say it isn't so. It is so, Larry. I'm leaving you and keeping the house. Now please go and leave us alone. Us? What do you mean, us? Are you in our hot tub with someone else? Who is that? Who is it, Kalulu? I'm with Bobby, my new lover. She responds hurtfully. Bobby is able to meet my needs where you never were. You'll never bore me to sleep again, Larry Laffield. Larry Laffer. Kalala, you cry. How could you possibly leave me for another man? I didn't, you fool. She replies. Bobby's a woman. Oh, fuck. This is ridiculous. Like, this was... Wow, it's amazing. This was what... Somebody put a lot of effort into making this thing happen, okay? A lot of effort back then. This was a ton of coding. And they really wanted to make this Larry thing happen. And they did. Oh, she doesn't love me. She's fallen in love with another woman. What could Kalala possibly see in an Amazonian? I didn't read it fast enough. Alright, so now that I got kicked out of my house, for some reason, I'm gonna walk over here. And it's like, well, you'll just see. You'll see. Recover him from Kalala's shocking news. You carefully consider the alternatives. I suppose I could go in the morning, you think? Mope around all day, sit in my room, rent lots of videos. Or I could give up women, remain celibate forever, enter the ministry or something. Wait a minute. What am I thinking? No way. Not me. Not Larry. Larry Laffer. That's not who I am. You know, this island is a perfect location for a sophisticated single swinger like yours truly. And thanks to a wonderful island tradition, Kalala's dowry gave me hundreds of acres of potentially valuable forest land. Perhaps my love for Kalala blinded me to the potential of my current locale. Where else could I find more women than at a tropical resort? Ooh, save now. Save now. Alright. What's happening? Yeah, that's it. You exclaim out loud. Why? It reads like a book. It should read like a comic. Like a novel. So be it. My life's new goal will now allow as many women as possible to enjoy me while they can. Maybe this is where my promiscuity comes from. I played this game at a very young age. Huh. Interesting. Look at that. Superman. Just like Superman, his fucking leisure suit comes out. That's amazing. Oh, that is so good. Fuck, that is good. All right. I think I gotta go to work first and get fired. So the next thing, I get a divorce, get kicked out of my house, and I get fired immediately. So all I've got to my name is my charisma and my fucking leisure suit. I tell you. I'm not gonna bother reading this stuff. Oh, David, you respond. But to yourself, you think, don't worry, it's probably nothing. I bet he wants to compliment me on my big ad campaign. Morning, Mr. Laffer. Chairman Kenneth growls. It's so nice of you to fit a little time into your busy day to drop by and see us here at Natives Inc. Please, have a seat. Anywhere but on my couch, he concludes. Does it reads like a novel? That's so funny. Oops. Perhaps you're wondering why I summoned you here, Laffer, begins Ken. It has nothing to do with that recent ad campaign of yours, although, by its appearance, you didn't have a hell of a lot to do with it yourself. Oops, this isn't going that well. Is it, Larry? Since you're no longer married to my daughter and your marketing skills are non-existent, I can't for the life of me think of a reason why I should keep you on here. In fact, I've been waiting for this moment for quite a long time. I know the perfect way to handle this situation. I've been planning it, he says. Oh, how you hate it when he gets that look in his eye. Perhaps I could introduce you to a favorite hobby of mine. I got bowled out. Damn it to hell, yells Chairman Kenneth. Another 7-10 split. Davy boy, barks Kenneth. Load up my RAM disk. I'm gonna take the laptop out for a spin today. Well, Larry, it seems your ad campaign wasn't the only thing Chairman Kenneth didn't appreciate. Oh well, you lived off your wits once. You can do it again. You shake the haze from your brain slowly and rise to your feet and stumble groggily outside. That was humiliating, Larry. You vowed to never to work for him again. Sure. How do I fix that again? I did that. Fine. Unlock? Oh no. There we go. Let's go back to full screen. Alright, there we go. Off on our adventure again. Now, there's one spot we don't have to go, but we're gonna do it. And it's a really long, kind of stand-up comedy skit. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. We can attack that girl later. It's funny. Make a lay for ourselves. Gotta get a knife. How do we get the knife again? From a bag over here, I think. Yeah. We gotta get the soap. Let's go over the trees. Anything in the garbage can? Anything over here? Nope. Okay. I know I gotta come back here to change later. I need a knife. And I'm not using any cheats. I don't mind. There's one person in chat, my moderator. I'm gonna call her my mod, who's allowed to give me hints and suggestions if she wants. But right now I need to get the knife. I can't remember how to get the knife. That's okay. We're not gonna finish this game anyway. We might play it again later. But if we're going to do anything, we're going to go back to Space Quest and do it right. So I'm not going in the Chippendales right now, and I'm not going into that. And I'm not going up there, so yeah. This is the worst. This is one of the worst. I'm going to talk to that man. Women's restroom first. Oh. Knife inside the restroom. Okay. We're doing the comedy club right now. We don't get anything from this other than a bunch of points. I'm doing it because this is the worst thing in a video game. It's pretty bad. Sit down. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So, and now, ladies and gentlemen, the world famous Comedy Hut is proud to present a legend in his own mind, Paul Paul. Good evening, ladies and germs, says Paul, always the snappy. Are those instructions for Leisure Suit Larry 3, specifically? Leisure Suit Larry 3? Good evening, ladies and germs, says Paul, always the snappy starter. Okay, folks, we're gonna try something different here tonight. Tell me the name of your 3 favorite ethnic groups. It doesn't matter to me which you choose. I've got enough jokes to insult anyone. Ethnic group number 1. So, the game gets you to pick 3 ethnic groups. There's no filter here. There's nothing blocking you from typing anything that you want into this. So you can only imagine what people have typed into these boxes. Yeah, anyway, ethnic group number 1. I'm gonna say Nufi. And ethnic group number 2, I'm gonna say Townie. Or Nufi, no, I'm gonna say Nufi, Trontonian. Trontonian. And ethnic group number 3 is gonna be Quebecer. Get ready for this. It's excessively long. A Trontonian man called his wife and said, "Honey, I'm at the doctor's office. He just finished my exam and says I've only got 12 hours to live." His wife replies, "Oh, sweetheart, that's terrible news. What will we do?" The Trontonian man said, "I thought tonight we should have one great last fling. Fancy dinner, a show, dancing, everything. Then we'll check into a hotel and make love all night." And the wife replied, "Easy for you to say. You don't have to get up in the morning." Boom. A Nufi man was talking with a Trontonian man. "I'm so unlucky." Trontonian man asks, "Really? Why do you say that?" "Why, just last night, a beautiful hunchback girl stood me up. And after I brought her flowers, and dug the hole and everything." What is 2 hours of begging? Nufi foreplay. That was good. My wife is so ugly. A peeping Tom threw up on her window ledge. This is cracked by. Do you know why the do you know why Quebecer stadiums have artificial grass? To keep the cheerleaders from grazing during halftime. No, that's not true. No. French women are beautiful. Well, all women are beautiful. People are beautiful. These jokes suck. How can you tell the Newfie pirate? He wears an eye patch on both eyes. Did I tell you the one about the Quebecer guy who was messing around with his sister-in-law? He really had it in for his brother. Ooh. Do you know how to get 25 Torontonian guys into a phone booth? Throw in $1. Huh. An elderly couple were just finishing their annual physical exam. The doctor proclaimed them in perfect health. The wife said, "But doctor, what can we do? I'm afraid we're going to catch this AIDS virus." The doctor responded, "Don't worry, there's no way you could be in a high-risk group." "But doctor," she replied, "remember, we do have annual sex." Annual sex. Oh my Jesus. Wow, an AIDS joke. That's amazing. There was no ratings. There was no anything monitoring any of this. This is the cowboy days. This is Fox. These three guys were stranded together on an island. The Quebecer guy finds Aladdin's lamp buried in the sand. He says, "I wish I were home." And poof, he vanishes into mid-air. Well, the Newfoundland grabs the lamp and says, "I wish I were home too." Poof, he too vanishes, leaving the Torontonian man holding the lamp. The Torontonian guy says, "Geez, now it's lonely here. I wish they hadn't left me." Boom. A 70-year-old man was in his doctor's office sobbing uncontrollably. "Doc, you gotta help me. I recently married a 21-year-old gorgeous girl, built like a brick shipyard, and all she wants to do all day long is have sex with me." The doctor replied, "Some problem? So why do you need my help?" "I can't remember where I live." I told that joke a couple of weeks ago at an open mic. And it definitely came from here. Wow. That's incredible. That's so funny. I've told that joke over the years. A pile of times, because I always thought it was funny. No, it did not age well. It did. But then that 70-year-old man, I say 91-year-old man, but that joke came from my experience with this video game, and I've been saying that for 30 years. That's amazing. I think that this is where that came from. They're gonna connect the dots there. Once when I was a teenager, I stopped at a drugstore to purchase some of those necessary supplies. I told the pharmacist, "Better give me a dozen. I got a hot date tonight with a school tramp." When I got to her house, her mother insisted I join them for dinner. I offered to say grace, and I prayed and prayed and prayed. When I finished, my date leaned over to me and said, "Why, Paul, I had no idea you were so religious." I replied, "And I had no idea your father was a pharmacist." That's a groaner. That's a groaner. That takes a little too long to get there. But this is fucking great. Why did the Torontonian pervert cross the road? Because he was stuck to the back of the chicken. Oh my god. It's fucking terrible. It's so bad. Do you know how to recognize the bride at a Newfie wedding? She's the one with braided armpit hair. That's maybe true. Do you know the best thing about sleeping alone? You can have sex anytime you want. What's the difference between two terrorists and two Quebecer women with PMS? Oh no. Oh no. You can negotiate with the terrorists. Oh no. It's so bad. Oh my fuck. Can you tell this thing was written by men? By white men? Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's a good emoji for that one, for sure. Do you know how to break a Quebec man finger? Punch him in the nose. Yep. A Torontonian man was so stupid, he studied all weekend for his urine test. This is ridiculous. Once I had a great thing going with this Eskimo girl. Unfortunately, she broke it off. Do you know the most dangerous job in a Torontonian neighborhood? Riding shotgun on the garbage truck. These jokes did not age well at all. Nothing from the 80s and 70s, 80s. Well, 70s was alright, but, or maybe, I don't know. That 80s, man? Holy fuck. That was a different time. That was a completely different time. For some reason, the 70s turned the 80s into something crazy. And then the 90s, well, that's when I grew up, and that was just odd. Quebecer man walked into a bar with a pig under his arm. Bartender said, "Did you win him in a raffle?" And Pig replied, "Yep." Once the Newfie football team played the Quebecer football team. At the end of the 3 quarters, the score was tied, 0-0. Just then, a train went by. The Newfie team heard the whistle, thought the game was over, and went home. 6 plays later, the Quebecer team scored. That was quick. That was alright. Did you hear about the unlucky Newfie guy? He filed for divorce because he lived in a 2-story house. One story was, "I'm not in the mood," and the other was, "I've got a headache." This was written by men for men in the 80s. That is clearly apparent. Holy fuck. How do you sink a Quebecer ship? Put it in water. Doesn't even make sense. Oh my god. My wife bought us a new waterbed. I call it the Dead Sea. So it was clearly written by men for other men in the 80s, but other middle-aged and divorced men in the 80s. But those guys, like the guys who this is written about, wouldn't even really have a computer. Or if they did, they wouldn't be playing video games on it for the most part. So, anyway, it is what it is. It's Leisure Suit Larry 3. Holy shit. I can't even believe I'm playing this right now. Do you know how to tell the groom at a Newfie wedding? He's the one with the clean bowling shirt. Jesus Christ. It's only 5 pin here, bud. I just learned the difference between oral sex and sushi. It's the rice. For fuck's sakes. It goes on so long. 6 months ago, my wife had her credit card stolen. Tonight, I learned this Newfie guy took it, but I'm not gonna turn him in. He spends a lot less per month than she ever did. Jesus Christ. A Newfie woman on her way home from a market was carrying a duck when a drunk staggered up to her and said, "Hey, where'd you get the pig?" The Newfie woman replied, "It's you drunken fool, that's no pig, it's a duck." And the drunk said, "Quiet, Newfie, I was talking to the duck." Jesus Christ. This is incredible. Oh. Do you know who won the Newfie beauty pageant? No one. How much longer is this? This is gotta be over soon. Have you tried that new Jewish-Japanese restaurant lately? It's called Sumi. Jesus. Wow. Wow. How do you tell the difference between a dead dog and a dead Newfie lying in the middle of a highway? There's skid marks in front of the dog. Jesus. This is terrible. This is so bad. Can't believe they put an AIDS joke in there earlier. That was crazy. Do you know how to recognize a Torontonian virgin? She's the one that can run faster than her brothers. Damn. Ah, that's cringy. Did you hear about the Quebecer man who was so lazy he married a pregnant woman? Oh. Yesterday I went to the meat department at that new cannibal supermarket down in the beautiful downtown Noontootenny Mall. They were running a special on human brains. Trontonian brains were $4.99 per pound, Newfie brains were $6.99 per pound, and Quebecer brains were $39 per pound. I asked the butcher, if Trontonian brains are $4.99 a pound and Newfie brains are $6.99 per pound, how could Quebecer brains be $39 a pound? He replied, do you know how many Quebecer guys you've got to go through to get a pound of brain? But I wouldn't go, that's way too long. All of these are terrible. All of these are fucking horrible. Do you know the worst thing about being an atheist? You have no one to talk to when you're having an orgasm. What do you say? Oh, nothing. Oh, nothing. Do you know where a Quebecer family hides its money? Under the soap. Jesus. Did you hear about the Newfie guy who won a gold medal in the last Olympics? He had it bronzed. Oh my. This is ridiculous. Like, a man complained to his doctor, Doc, my wife has lost her interest in sex. The doctor replied, say no more, old friend. I've got just what you need. Just slip her one of these little pills and stand back. That night, the man dropped a couple of pills into his wife's glass of wine, and he thought, if these pills are so great, maybe I should take a couple myself. Nothing happened. The evening passed uneventfully, and they both went off to bed. Then about 1 o'clock, his wife suddenly sat up in bed and announced, I want a man. And the man woke up and said, me too. Please be over soon. Do you know how to take a census in a Trontonian neighborhood? Easy. Flood the basements. Wow. Why did the chicken cross the basketball court? He heard the referee was blowing fouls. A young lumberjack had a terrible accident when his chainsaw went to the doctor's office for stitches. As the doctor began to apply an anesthetic, the lumberjack just laughed and said, Doc, I won't be needing any old painkiller for a little old wound like this. The doctor replied, son, this is gonna hurt a lot. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure, said the lumberjack. Why, in my entire life, I've only felt pain twice. Once when I squatted down to relieve myself in the woods, and I got my testicles caught up in a bear trap. The doctor cried, my God, that's terrible. But when was the second time? So when I reached the end of that chain. Boom. Now, if you didn't know, a bear trap is attached to a chain that's staked into the ground that brings up solid as you run. Do you know why the Trontonian guys have been stealing all those police cars lately? They saw the 911 and thought they were Porsches. Jesus. Groaners. All of them. I'm having a good time, though. Please be over. And now, says the oh, yes. And now, says the comic, because you've been so patient, I'd like to do my famous impersonation of a duck. And it goes something like this. He just turns into a duck. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul. Look, he's getting a sitting ovation. That's a good joke. That's a good joke right there. That actually, if that is the joke to this whole thing, then this was a good joke. But the jokes inside of that were just not fit at all. None of them. Alright. So we're still searching for our knives. Can I take this ground? Let's look around. Look area. Okay. So I do believe that I need to go get a knife from the hotel, I think. Oh, I gotta take this wood. I know that. Oh, I gotta take this credit card too. Eagerly, you take the card from the envelope from the mailbox. Could this be that big break from Ed McMahon you've been hoping for? Say, it's an answer from that credit card company whose application you mailed only about 15 weeks ago. Ripping open the envelope, you discover your new credit card. And look, it's in your name only. Kalaulau can't claim this community property. Alright, so we've got the wood, we've got the credit card. We're on our way to the hotel now. I think I pick it up off the bar in the hotel. We'll find out when we get there. I am going to save it though. Oh, that's right. Someone will give me a knife when the vendor arrives on the beach. See, the thing is I have to. I think I recall what I have to do here. I eventually have to use the knife to carve the wood and sell it to the girl that's on the beach. That I know. She gives me some real money. For now, let me just keep wandering around aimlessly. This is great. I'm gonna check something here, though. Go to the beach and give the woman the credit card. Okay, okay. Cool, hang on. Don't give me too many tips, okay? I'm having fun trying to figure this out too. Okay, so what? Why is it signing off? Alright. We got distracted here. 6099. Alright, we're going back to the game. See if I can get some of this done a little bit. Alright. Now we're cooking with gas. So let me talk to this woman then. Talk to woman. Look at woman. Hello, Tani. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Give card to woman. Okay. Larry cry. It's the perfect size. Right size and right shape and the right color. Gold. And I think I know the perfect way to express my appreciation to you. Come here, big boy. Oh, yeah. Souvenirs! Souvenirs! What you selling? I have some fine Ginsu knives. Excuse me, something else has popped up. That was rude. What do you think, ladies, when you like blah blah blah? Especially, just love it bargains. Sand rub, 100-year-old, blah 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 blah. We leave the speech, whichever comes first. Blah 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 blah. I'll take it, says Tani. Does it come in a carrying case? No, says the peddler. But I guess you could. $30, he concludes. A new credit card. Hold this knife for me. Oh, okay, so I've got the knife now by giving her the credit card. And now she gets back down and humps the shit out of me. That's great. No. Nope. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks like she's riding my thigh. Oh, my God. Suddenly you became aware of the hundreds of tiny sand crabs that have been crawling inside your leisure suit pants since you first laid down on the sand. What the fuck? Look at him. Oh my god. Yeah, he's got a little dick. They animated a little dick. Oh, I forgot about that. He's got pubes, too. That's hilarious. Alright, now they got the knife, I kind of know what to do with it. So, we gotta cut the grass up here. We gotta sharpen the knife first, then stone. And I think that stone is out here. Is it? Okay, cut grass. I gotta find the sharpening stone. I know I've gotta sharpen. Oh. Oh, I have to recall the location in which I sharpened my knife. Hmm? Ah. There we go. Grabbing the knife on the stairs. I remember that now. And then we can carve the wood. And because I got 4 out of 5 questions right, I don't think we get to see the good one. Let's try it. Now, if we look in our inventory, look, carving. Yes. We do get to see it on 4 out of 5 questions. I remember that thing from when I was a kid. That was the funniest thing in the world to me. There's so much more context now because like it's brown and that's huge and all that stuff. But when I was a kid, you just saw a big penis and you thought that was hilarious. This is what it was like growing up in the 80s. This is exactly what it was like growing up in the 80s. Fucking action movies and porn, like when you were like 8, 9 years old. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody cared at all. There was too much media. Nobody knew how to manage it. It was brand new. You know, it wasn't just the TV anymore. It was TV magazines all over the place. And it was everything. There was just so much media in the 80s, so much media growth. Anyway, let's get that giant brown cock off my screen. And now we can cut the grass here. Use knife to cut grass. Right, and then I want to make a make skirt. I'm gonna make a skirt out of the grass, and then I gotta go take some flowers off the cave in here. But it's highly likely that I'll fall off the cave when I'm doing this, because it used to happen all the time. So I'm gonna save it. Alright. We got that part. We got that part. We need to get changed now. So we need to go back down here. Change. In the skirt. Look at that. Look at him. He's good. There's one small part that might attract your eye. Damn it to hell, it's a deal, she says. I don't know how much about art, but I know what I like. You're lucky. I'm down to my last $20, says Tawny. Here you are. Thank you very much, miss. And use it in good health. Alright, now let's change back into my suit. Oh, I have a shower later, that's right. You know, I think I needed that $20. If I remember correctly, this is where you get stuck because you don't have the manual. So, let me save it. And we're gonna cheese the manual here in a second. Maitre D responds, if you would like to see tonight's show, you'll have to have a ticket, of course. Some of the local tourist magazines contain free passes. If you have no ticket, you might try one of those. Oh, really? Well, for tonight's show, I'm allowed to accept free passes only from our ad on page 5. What is the number of the pass on that page? What is the number of the pass? Let's see if Google has the answer. Let's see if... Okay, Google, so what is the number of the ad on page 5 in the Leisure Suit Larry magazine? No. Okay, Google, in Leisure Suit Larry 3, what is the number from the ad on page 5? Five, 811. 55811. Very good, sir, says the maitre d', his tone and mannerisms changing entirely. So that was one way for them to prevent piracy back in the day. So if you had the game but you didn't have the manual, there was no internet. So you couldn't just go and get a copy of the manual on the internet somewhere or look up a guide. You had to have a copy of the manual too. So if somebody copied the software and gave it to you, and you were playing through the game and you got to this point, you'd be stuck because you don't have the manual and the answer's in the manual. Sierra did that with the pile of their games. They did that with Space Quest. They did that with Police Quest. They've done it with Leisure Suit Larry. I'm not sure if they've done it with anything else, but that is something, yeah. But I must have made a mistake. It appears there are no more seats available for this show. I'm so sorry, but perhaps something will open up later. Tip the man. Why, thank you very much, sir. Well, look at this. I seem to have found a nice front row seat available here. Allow me to show you to your seat. Nice. We've actually made it pretty far. We're almost a quarter of the way through the points in the game. We're not going to get all the points. We know that. Quickly make your way through a crowd of men and take one of the few remaining seats near the end of the showroom. I'm going to make this go super fast. It takes a while. A passionate Patty. She's our woman. Miss Sherry Tart. Sherry Tart. What's it? Oh, shoot. I have to give her a lay after. Yeah, she's doing her thing, and she's dancing around, and she's dancing and doing her thing. And everyone's throwing money to this lady. She's a heck of a dancer, and she's doing her job, and she really likes it. Alright, here we go. Come on. This is another thing that's excessively long. Does this stop? It must. Come on. Do I have to do something here? Am I not doing something? No? I honestly don't know what's going on here. Okay, I hope that was just excessively long. Cherry Tart, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Cherry Tart. That concludes tonight's 2-hour spectacle. Oh, that's why it was so long. You must clear the auditorium now as our second show begins shortly. Good seats are still available, so tell your friends. He concludes with a trite good night and walk safely on your way home. Too bad you came in so late, you only saw the last minutes. Okay, wait a minute, slurp some HD. How about that Cherry Tart? Woo-wee! She is amazing. There's something backstage. Ooh, door's locked. Oh, there she is. Hey, Cherry. I don't know if there's anything else I gotta do with her, so I'm gonna save this. Hit on. um. Hmm. Well, looks like I'm stuck. What do I do with Sherry Tart? What do I do with Miss Cherry Tart? You know what? It is 1 o'clock. I think I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna save it. We're gonna take it there. And we're back. We're back. I remember that on a CRT, man. I remember seeing this screen come up so many times. I broke my computer so many times when I was a kid. Just frigging around with stuff. I mean, just to get this work tonight, we had to edit the auto exec file, which is, something you used to have to do back in the day. What if I go straight to the C drive? Does that work? Yeah. And then edit. Oops. So you see that I've got it so that it doesn't say anything, but this is the type of prompt variables that it's going to use. It sets the mouse folder, and the file for the mouse folder. Path to the DOS programs to all the executables, and a path for your temporary drive. And then this final line is what loads DOS shell.exe on reload. So if I go effects here, and I go like this, I think that works. You'll see that after it starts MS-DOS, it does its extended memory test, and then it immediately loads DOS shell with the mouse function. And that's a result of that autoexec.bat file performing those commands on logon. So now when it logs in, DOS shell comes up, and then I've got access to use my mouse as I need to. You can change the colors for this. Windows Classic, I guess. The blue, bit of monochrome. Pink, Emerald City, turquoise. And to be honest, I think turquoise is how I remember it in my world. It was either turquoise or orange. Sorry, orange. Or ocean. Yeah, turquoise or ocean. I like ocean better, I think. There are so many games that I'd like to play now that I've got this all hooked up and working. And yeah, I am super happy. Super happy with having this set up. So now in our virtual box, we've got a Windows XP machine. We've got MS-DOS, Windows XP. I should get 3.1. I think what I might end up doing now is setting up a virtual machine for every version of Windows that I can. And see, just to have them. Flat, crew, fuck off. Bots and scammers, man. Don't even bother coming into the channel. Don't even bother putting anything in the chat. I need to actually program my chat moderator bot to make that stop. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop it here for tonight. Thank you to anybody who's watching. This was a lot of fun. A trip down memory lane for me. Like, I want to play more games, but I don't know if I should. No, I'm going to take off. All right, so thanks for watching. And remember, if you're having a good day, great. If you're having a bad day, I hope it gets better. I hope whatever's bothering you or whatever's going on in your life, I hope it will pass in time. The good times don't last, but the bad times don't last either. So as long as you can make it through the bad times, you will see good times. Okay? So take care of yourself, believe in yourself, take care of your friends and family. And most importantly, just be confident in yourself that whatever situation you're in, you can make it better. And you can overcome the things that seem like they defeat you. So you can win, and I believe in you. So take care of yourself, and see you next.